So I thought I'd show you how I choose my colors and how I keep them straight, because I found that when I'm coloring, if I don't have a system in place, I'll forget what I was using. So what I've learned to do is choose my colors, whatever they may be. Okay, so let's say I'm gonna take these. Now, what I was doing before was I'd use a color and then I'd put it back in my stash, and then if I had to go back to it, I'd forget what it was. So now what I'm doing is I take my colors and put them in order of lightest to darkest. And then I'll use a color, and then I'll put it back at the end, so that as I'm going along, I remember what color I've used, so if I want to go back to it, I know what it is. And that's basically my system that helps me out, because otherwise I'd just totally mess up. Now, one thing I thought I'd show you is how I choose my colors. For like a really small leaf, I consider small leaves to be new leaves, or just sprouted, and those are always a little bit thinner than the rest of the older leaves, so I'll use a yellow underneath as my first layer. And then a little bit darker. Now, depending on how small it is, usually 2 for the really small ones is as many as I can use, but occasionally I'll be able to use 3. And that's that. That's a really small one. So how do I do say a larger one like this, or how about like this? Let's do this. Is probably on this particular page the largest. Now it's not a new leaf, so I'm not going to use the yellow like I did for new leaves, but I am going to use a yellow. I'm going to use this orange yellow, which for me means it gives it that glow that you want to get on leaves without, being brashy. So, okay, I'm going to put in my yellow. Actually, this is Naples yellow. A nice warm yellow. And now I need to find the highlight. The highlight is at the upper part. So I will lightly put in some Naples. Okay, and I just chose these at random, but let's see how that works. Next color. Overlapping a little bit with the yellow to kind of blend it out. Next up, this is quite a bright green, isn't it? That is almost like a shiny color, so I'm gonna really go over that previous green, give it a bit of shine. Next up, sorry for the sniffles, I got the sniffles. Now this is a darker color. But I still got 2 more darks, so I may not go all the way up. This one's gonna start getting into shadows. Real shadows. This is juniper. It is 2 o'clock in the morning right now. So really, I'm not doing that well. I'm not as sharp as a tack right now. More like sharp like a doorknob. Well, we'll see how it comes out. Alright, my last dark. And it is chromo green. I've been doing this page because I just want to play around and experiment with colors and leaves. Going back to the beginning. And that is pretty much what this page is. Just playing around, trying different color combinations. You know, it's okay if I mess up. It's not like I really plan to do anything with it. Second one. Really lightly on a nice gentle change. Third one. This one was the bright one, I think. Nope, this was the bright one. And this and the last one will be the final layer. Now usually when I do my very last layer, I use the first color and go over all of it and kind of blend it in that way. But on this one, I think I'm going to use a blender pencil instead. See how that works. Okay, there's those. Clean off my blender. And I blend out from the lightest to the darkest, because if I go the other way, I feel like the lighter colors just get lost. And looking at that, I'm going to go back with my lightest color, which was this one, and my darkest, was that juniper? Or chrome? I think it was chrome. Okay, so I'm going to go over this one last time. I want to pop it out a little bit more. Blender pretty much destroyed the ability to do this, but we can try. And there cannot be light without dark. There is one thing I can try. See how much brighter that is? Well, okay, this was lemon yellow. This was the orangey color. That might be why it's not as bright as I usually like it. But I am going to instant highlight. There we go. There it is. Hope this helped you with whatever, or you at least enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.